Hello again, Mark Lewis here to discuss what you need as far as documents to get your case filed and to be successful in your Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 case. The law requires a number of items, one of which is your tax return or tax returns for the last 2 years. So you need, when this video was produced, you need 2010 and 2009, both state and federal, the actual tax return. If you're a married couple, we also need your W-2s for those years, because line 1 of the tax return just puts both of your wages together, and we need to know how much the husband made and how much the wife made as well. In addition to that, we need pay stubs for 6 months. We need the current month that your case is filed plus 6 months prior. So if you file your case August 15th, we're going to need any pay stubs in August plus February 1st until the end of July. So last 6 months plus the current month is required. So we got tax returns, we got pay stubs. We also need all of your debts, obviously. You have to list, under the bankruptcy laws, require that you list all of your creditors. You cannot pick and choose which creditors are to be listed on your bankruptcy petition. You have to list everybody. In fact, the trustee will ask you as one of his first questions is whether or not you've listed all of your debts. People ask me that all the time, whether they have to list all their debts or they don't want to list this or that. You have to list all of your debts. You can get a free credit report at annualcreditreport.com. As long as you haven't run a credit report in the last year, that will give you access to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And also you want to bring in any collection notices you've received, any bills, any lawsuit information, things of that nature. In addition to that, you're going to be required to get a counseling course. It takes about 30 minutes, and that can run anywhere from $24 to $50. And that is an additional expense, and it is required under the law to have a counseling certificate before you file bankruptcy. In fact, if you don't have it, your case will be dismissed. And that certificate's only good for 6 months, 180 days after you get it. So I suggest you don't get it until the end of the process, right before you're coming in for the second and final appointment to get your case filed. But we'll talk about counseling certificates and debtor education certificates in another topic. So we have tax returns, pay stubs, all of your debts, titles to any vehicles, payoff statements regarding mortgage balances or car loans. You're not going to lose your house or your car as long as you're current with those payments and you stay current with those payments. One question I get all the time, that I don't want my house involved, I don't want my car involved. They're not necessarily involved, but we have to list them as an asset, and also that you may have a debt such as a mortgage or a vehicle lien against that item. And we'll talk about reaffirming those loans in a different topic. So we've got tax returns, we've got pay stubs, we've got your debts, we've got titles and deeds, titles to any vehicles, deeds to any homes, mortgage payoff, vehicle payoff, counseling certificate. Basically, that's it. So it does take a little bit of legwork, but once you get that, once we get your case filed after our second meeting, it's a matter of a meeting with the trustee and taking your second course, and your case is pretty much done. This process is a guaranteed process as long as you're truthful with the system, you're going to get a discharge of your debts. There are certain things you can't get rid of, like student loans, alimony, child support, most taxes. And we'll talk about exceptions to discharge in a different topic. So those are the items that you need to successfully complete your case. I wish you the best of luck.